This is my personal Sunday service, but all of you guys are invited. Breathe. The first thing you need to do is breathe. Because this Sunday, despite all my little rituals and all the things that I write down for myself, I was a little agitated. And so in order to get rid of that agitation, breathe. That's number one. Number two, if someone is causing this agitation, which really you have to take accountability for that, rather than pointing the finger and blaming someone else, you need to take accountability for that. Take accountability for the fact that you allowed yourself to get agitated. Now from here, you can do one of two things, or you can do both. You know how they say, throw it to God, give it to God, right? What I decided to do was, in my mind, I created a version of that person who I'm not blaming for the cause of my agitation. I turned them into a figure in my mind, and I pinned them to God in my mind. So, like a little stick of bubble gum, like a little piece of bubble gum. Just you go right there and you stay right there, and that's where you'll be until I'm no longer agitated. But I can't do that without doing it to myself. And that's why I created those posts today. Do not operate in other people's energies. Don't do that to yourself. Don't operate in their energy. That's their energy. You have your own energy. Your energy is with God. Allow yourself to remain in God's energy and not the energy of someone else. Now, when you operate from God's energy, you're coming from a place where you're, hey, Cecil, can I say, it's just Cecil, right? That's what we call it. Okay. Hey, Cecil, good morning. Grand rise, grand rise, grand rise. So, Zen. So, when you operate from God's energy, you allow your emotions to be those that will be conducive to the things that you want in your life, aka manifesting. Now, when you allow yourself to operate within the energy of someone else who is not interested in any of these things, as a matter of fact, their energy can be quite chaotic. It can be confusing. It could be all over the place. There's not much organization to the others who are not compartmentalizing themselves within the compartment of God's energy. So, if you dare step out of God's energy, which is a smooth highway, the moment you step foot off of that smooth highway, you're stuck in all this stop and go traffic. There are all these stoplights. There are people having accidents. Hey, Jay. so much going on, things that you really truly do not care to do. Not only that, but they don't get you to your destination the way God's energy gets you to that destination on the smooth highway. So hopefully I'm making sense to you guys, because this is the method that I use. Thank you. Breathe. Breathe. Anyway, why do I do this to myself? You know, I was thinking earlier how, like, why do we do this to ourselves? Thank you, Jay. Good morning. Why? Why do we do this to ourselves? And I'm not going to be disrespectful to God, and I understand. I understand a lot of things. I do understand a lot of things. So I'm not going to ask that question and be disrespectful. I do understand what's going on. A long story that I really don't care to get into at the particular moment, but karma is just karma, right? Karma is not good or bad or in between, neutral. Karma is karma. What makes karma appear good or bad is the person. What do you do in relation to the karma that you run alongside? What do you do? Do you make it snap back at you? Let's just say you are like running alongside karma, right? Karma is like a band, a rubber band, or like a instrumental string, like a stringed instrument, right? A string from a stringed instrument, and it's your life is alongside, parallel alongside that string. Now, as you travel along this string, you can either, like pull away from it really bad and make yourself snap back, pull back, as if it were rubber, especially how hard you pull away and how fast you pull away, right? That's the thing that can make, which is you. Again, you are the thing that can make your karma that way. Otherwise, just allow it to be steady. Allow it to be steady. Allow your karma to be good, Just let it be good. Really, all is good. All is love. All is love. All is good. And if something is less than, it's because of us. Especially how we may think as a whole. So when we are minding ourselves and our own lives and our own business, we tend to manifest or have the type of karma that reflects the fact that we mind ourselves and we just operate from a space of goodness, and we stay within that energy that I just spoke of, that divine energy, right? When we tend to operate within others' energies, especially as a whole, as a community, as a city, as a state, as a country, as a world, the things that we tend to hold in common as groups, those are the things that will manifest, especially if it is fear or if it is anger, if it is not love, which is why you see less love in the world. When you tend to see love, you tend to see it in groups. And you tend to see it when people are congregated together, which is why I have my healing workshops on Tuesdays. The reason I don't advertise them that much is because we are congregating in love. If someone wants to join, please feel free to let me know. And that's all you're going to find, and that's all that's all you're going to find there is love. So This is my personal, this is how I help myself on Sundays, you know. When I have things personally that I need to work on, just for me, for July, those are the, you know, things I tell myself so I can rise above anything that makes me falter or feel like I can't, you know, stay in my blissful state, stay in flow. Let's stay in flow, you guys. We need to be in flow. It's so important. So important. When you do that, you can continue to grasp all those things that you need. They are there. They will fall into your lap easily and effortlessly because you're not doing anything to resist the flow and to pull away from that stringed instrument that is known as karma. So that's my thing for the day. As you can see, I still need work when I get off of here. I'm going to literally just meditate and stay in God's energy until you know, I have this addiction to allowing a certain energy affect me. And like, why would I want to be upset? Why would I choose anger? It's because I'm used to it. I'm used to it when dealing with a particular energy. And I have to break myself from that. I have to place myself in God's energy so much more until that energy no longer agitates me, until it is a non-factor. Then and only then will I stay constant in my zen. And I want the same things for you guys. So, you know, that was me having a little mini breakdown. That's what a little mini breakdown looks like. You know, when you get tired of the BS. And again, every time I flare up again and I say those things are directed. I'm directing at myself because I take full accountability for my life and anything that occurs in my life. If I don't want it to occur in my life, I know exactly what to do. And because life is so full of lessons, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm learning. That's what I'm bettering myself at. And I hope this helps someone today. I love you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful Sunday. Okay? Stay safe.